Previously on Power.
I mean, that's debatable.
I don't know what this man was drinking today. He fucking tripping.
That's what Brad got his Oscar. Right there once upon a time in Hollywood.
I'm like, dang, he going hard on this one. Like
another one, The Departed.
The Departed.
Wow. Don't even mention that.
Nah, the thing is, nobody gonna go to bat. You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is
That you had.
it's 2 against 1, so I gotta swing extra hard.
You can't make a movie without a villain.
Is this fight between Floyd Money Mayweather and Logan Paul a sad thing to see, or is it a savvy thing for them to do?
It's sad. It's sad for the sport of boxing. I'm not even a boxing fan, but Jake Paul, I like what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He's calling out other fighters. I wish he would call out fighters who can actually fight or who can actually throw hands. But Logan Paul, who beat up his last fight against Floyd, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, it's a savvy money move. But Floyd, like, bro, what the fuck is he doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's twice his size. So, you know what I'm saying? This is like a dumbass. This is stupid, bro. You know what I'm saying? Either he go beat that boy ass for no reason, or he'll get.
all right, and just like that, the history is over because I don't agree. I don't agree. I don't think it's sad or it's like a savvy, whatever, because that's his life. Like, sometimes people want to take, what they've done their whole life to prove to themselves, like, hey, I can still do this. I'm still the person I once was. So even if they lose, they still have something that they need to prove to themselves. Like, I don't think it's sad. Y'all might view it as it being sad, but for him, boxing is his life. Like, that's his career. He needs something to reassure himself. Maybe he's taking it because he's like, hey, I want to prove to myself and prove to other people that I can still do this. I'm still Floyd Money Mayweather. Like, I can still knock him out even if he's twice my size. Like, I still got it. So I think it's good. It might be sad if he loses.
All right, I gotta be honest. I don't think that this is a sad move at all. I think this is not only a savvy move for him financially, I think it is a good move for boxing. A lot of people like to say it's bad for boxing. I think it's good for boxing. Right now, there are 0 fights that can be had that are gonna merit as much money or attention as a Floyd Mayweather versus a Logan Paul. If Floyd can go back and fight Canelo again, you're not gonna get as many people to watch it. You're not gonna get as much money. What Floyd is doing now is not only bringing more attention to boxing, right, but also bringing attention to what these gentlemen are doing between Logan Paul and Jake Paul and kind of validating it, right? So that the boxing commission can go ahead and start incorporating some of these things to make boxing more exciting again. Having like little concerts or musical guests or guest commentators.
Okay, so no, it will be savvy to fight Jake Paul because Jake Paul is the one that's been knocking people out. Jake Paul is the one that's making the most of money. Logan Paul hasn't done shit. You know what I'm saying? Logan Paul hasn't won his last fight, or he hasn't won any fight by knockout or TKO or whatever. He won by decision and lost by decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not savvy to fight Jake. I mean, Logan. It would be savvy to fight Jake. And for today, this is Floyd fucking Money Mayweather.
All right, so yes, I do understand what he's saying, but at the same time, you never know. Like, the underdog sometimes comes out on top. Like, even though no, he hasn't had like wins like Floyd has, but he an underdog. He might prove people wrong like people do all the time. Look, hell, it's been a couple of times one of y'all, even me, have been an underdog and came out on top. So I still don't think it's sad that he even, and as you said, as Tony said, like, he bringing in revenue and money, and then he maybe he do doubt himself. Some people doubt themselves. Sometimes they.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that it doesn't make sense to fight Jake Paul. It makes sense to fight Logan Paul first because, one, Logan Paul is the more popular brother. Jake is popping now because of the previous fights he's had, but overall, Logan was the more popular brother, right? And if Jake continues to do what he's doing, and after Logan loses this next fight, that'll make that next fight with Jake Paul worth even more money. So that's ass backwards to fight Jake Paul first, then go fight Logan Paul. It'd be better to fight Logan Paul, who's already on top, and then build up the anticipation for a Jake Paul Mayweather fight.
no. Logan is more popular overall, but Jake is more popular in the boxing sense. So I get your point to fight Logan first, then Jake. But if you fight Jake, there's no reason to fight Logan at all. He's not even the boxing.
Again, that history is over. I still agree with Tony. Like he building up the anticipation for it. Like he building up the anticipation because, again, this guy hasn't won, right? So people gonna expect him to lose. Or he could win. You never know. So he's building up that anticipation to see if he wins.
Davy, you said it would be no point in fighting Logan Paul if you fight Jake Paul first. Of course, that means there's no point in making more money. I'll make more money fighting Logan Paul first, then going to fight Jake Paul, more money, more profit, more attention to the boxing sport overall. You see what I'm saying?
But you done? Your time go?
Yeah, it's done. I ended before the time.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, but no, like it does nothing for boxing per se because you know what I'm saying? Because for the other boxers, you know what I'm saying, for fucking for Crawford, for motherfucking Ryan Garcia, for motherfucking Tank. Listen, they still go get their regular views, you know what I'm saying? They still gonna make the same amount of money. These fights are doing nothing for the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's not, these fights aren't gonna make people want to like, ooh, I want to watch boxing now. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, I'm a boxing fan now. I want to go see a real boxing. No, they just want to see the motherfucking white boy get knocked out.
The fact that Floyd is fighting makes people want to watch boxing. You just said yourself, is Floyd money Mayweather? So that alone is going to attract money and people to watch it.
So yeah, that makes them want to watch Floyd as a person, but not the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? This is a savvy move for Floyd. And it's sad move for Jake or for Logan, but not for the sport of boxing because it's sad for the sport of boxing because the sport of boxing gets nothing from it. You know what I'm saying? No, the sport of boxing isn't going to get any new fans.
What's sad for the sport of boxing is this. What's sad for the sport of boxing is this. There aren't any contenders who are able to yield a money bag like Floyd was able to do. That's not Floyd's fault. That's you fighters who can't seem to do it. It's not my responsibility to come in here and make it happen. But what he is doing is going to have the consequence of improving boxing because here's one of boxing's biggest stars, right? Validating what Logan Paul and Jake Paul are doing, right? So people who feel critical of what he's doing, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna go watch boxing. People who like what Floyd did and what Floyd doing right here, they're gonna think, oh, it's probably gonna be more boxers that fight motherfuckers like this. Let's go see who a potential boxer could be to come over here. What he's doing is very savvy and helps a lot more than him going to fight a Crawford who won't bring in any money, who actually the only money that's being brought in is Floyd money Mayweather. Whereas in this case, Logan is bringing his own people who want to see it. That's gonna bring dollars. And so is Floyd, who's bringing his own people with it, who's gonna want to see dollars, which is gonna be a lot more than anybody he could box with, even if he fought Canelo again. Ever. You see what I'm saying? It's much more savvy monetarily and much more savvy for boxing overall.
You lost this one. I'm sorry.
I don't really.
You lost.
I don't really agree, but okay.
I don't agree. I win. I don't agree.
You lost this one.
That's funny, man.
I don't really.
All right,
the people gonna agree with me.
We on to the last topic, man. We gonna talk this love talk, man. If y'all need to bring me some water or something, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to do the camera thing.
I feel like
let me go give me another fruit cup.
Yeah, go ahead. We take a quick break.
Okay.
Thanks for watching this clip of That's Debatable. I'm Tony T. Be sure to give this video a like and comment your views down below. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know how you felt about the video. But if you really want to support the channel, give this video a like and watch more clips by selecting the video to the left and to the right of me here.